crazy story for you about a 91-year-old billionaire who has been bamboozled and taken for everything he's worth by a literal stranger. And when I first read the story, I was like blown away. I was like, how is this real life? Okay, so Forrest Preston is a 91-year-old man who founded Lifeway Centers, which is a giant nursing home chain. They have more than 200 locations. Forrest Preston founded it in 1970, and he is still the sole owner. Last year, Forbes did a write-up, and they estimated his net worth at $1.2 billion. So like, this dude is worth money. During the mid-2010s, Forrest Preston is diagnosed with dementia. It's sad. It's one of the saddest things that happens to older people. And also during this time, his wife passes away. Literally 18 months after his wife passes away, he marries, unbeknownst to his 4 children, in a secret ceremony, his wife's nurse, a 49-year-old named Kim Wen. Kim wastes no time isolating Preston from his family and from his business. She starts going to board meetings, acting on his behalf. Even though she has no background in long-term care, she starts carrying a pew-pew in the waistband of her pants and threatens, in one case, a long-term executive who disagreed with her. She said she was going to unalive him. She screens his calls and his texts from his kids. She's acting completely unhinged. And during this time, she is funneling millions of dollars to family members and buying them all houses and letting the business fall by the wayside. They end up $300 million in debt. They have to close facilities and cut costs to cover expenses. Meanwhile, Forrest's kids can do like absolutely nothing but watch. So at this point, the court has ordered Forrest to undergo a series of medical exams, and they're also going to interview him without Kim around so they can see what's actually going on. But it sounds sketchy to me. Also, I just feel bad for him because he's 91. He's worked his entire life. Like, who knows if he even knows what's going on? But these are all real names. There is a Forbes article about this right now. If you want to know more about this specific story, I'm putting a link in the caption about stopping elder abuse. It's an organization that aims to protect elderly people from situations exactly like this. I actually feel a personal connection to this story because years ago when my own grandmother was in the hospital dying, her wedding ring was stolen off of her finger, likely by hospital staff. It was her mother's ring, my great-grandmother. It was a family heirloom, and it was never recovered by my family. So sadly, these things do happen to elderly people in these positions. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and as always, follow this playlist for more.